A man in Boulder, Colorado, with a makeshift flamethrower reportedly yelled "Free Palestine" and threw Molotov cocktails at a group that was gathered to raise attention for hostages captured by Hamas in 2023. Right, and so we have to talk about this, especially because it happened just a week after you had a guy yelling "Free Palestine" shooting two Israeli embassy staffers outside of a Jewish museum in Washington, D.C. In this case, though, no one was killed, though 8 people were hospitalized with injuries ranging from minor to serious. One of which was reportedly a survivor of the Holocaust, with police saying they started getting calls around 1:26 p.m. local time about a man with a weapon and people being set on fire. And then, after the initial attack, the suspect reportedly went behind some bushes and then re-emerged and threw a Molotov cocktail, but then apparently accidentally caught himself on fire as he threw it, with him then taking off his shirt and what appeared to be a bulletproof vest before the police arrived. And so in images and video that are circulating online, you can seemingly see the shirtless suspect holding what appears to be a Molotov cocktail. Right? And that is, you can also see a woman on the ground who appears injured and people surrounding her and a man pouring water on her body, with there then finally being footage of the police rushing to the scene and arresting this guy. A guy that the authorities have since said they believe acted alone. Right? And then, as far as what we know, or what we will know soon, you have the authorities saying that this is being investigated and it's being investigated as terrorism. And then, outside of the US, you had Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu saying in a statement that the victims were attacked simply because they were Jews, and adding, the anti-Semitic attacks around the world are a direct result of blood libels against the Jewish state and people, and this must be stopped. Right? And then with that, as we talked about with the attack in DC last month, we've seen him and others seemingly trying to link what happened to support for Palestine in general, or opposition or criticism to Israel's actions in Gaza. Though of course you have people in response saying that one person's actions don't represent a whole group of people or an entire movement. And then actually with that, one of the women who was gathered to raise attention for the hostages, she said that she was Jewish on her father's side and has supported the Palestinian cause for more than 40 years. And at the scene, she said that she was actually worried that she was going to be accused of helping the suspect because she was wearing a pro-Palestinian shirt. But this is all still developing, so follow to stay in the loop.